Greetings and salutations. I hope everyone's having themselves a mighty fine day. Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell, check the description. You know where to follow me. If you haven't checked out that really big Tower of God discussion I did with Dr. Bonehead, Haku, the Otaku Fix, Jeremy Carson, East to West Reacts, Ryzen 4K. I know I'm forgetting some people that I didn't mention. I know Vincent, Miles, and Glam were there, but definitely go give it a check, look see, and let's begin. 忍びじゃなくてジャマイカボーイ Who do they so that I'm making noise 四六時中かかってこい It don't matter though Young nigga from Canada Brought from that bullshit and go like a matador 行けたら行くわ毎日俺のゴールへ書き出す You just what? You're saying you cooperated with Taraka and opened another passage? That's right. I already used it once to send Maruna and to send away Garuna and Gandhavra, so why wouldn't I use it again? I warned you several times before you mustn't cooperate with that thing. Now follow the plan. The plan to use the Taraka only once, then avoid her and find another way to open a passage. You told me that carrying out that plan will cost quite some time. Then who would be responsible for Maruna's safety in the meantime? Are you telling me to rely on Gandhavra who got wrecked? You haven't sent anything to the human realm yet, but I've already put something very important on the line. The plan must be completed as soon as possible. Taraka asked me to provide vigor offering to open an additional passage. I just thought there was no reason to refuse the easiest way to open the passage. Then where is Taraka right now? The human realm. What? She said she would go to the human realm and and help my daughters personally. I've already opened the door wide open for the snakes. And you believe that? Why wouldn't I trust Taraka? In fact, Taraka could be more reliable than you snakes. Although our hostility with you is long running, that's not the case for the Taraka clan. Garuda and Taraka have even made a child, so that's Yuta. That very child ate your daughter. Is that anything special? Countless daughters of mine have been eaten by you snakes, Sagara. Among those you have eaten, can you say for sure none of them were my daughters? Woo! It's Akasha kind of, hold on. She applying pressure. Apply pressure. Pressure. That's not a real song. That's an album from Cass. No, I'm thinking of Cassidy, Apply Pressure 2. There we go. Cassidy. That was, wow. I went way back in the day. AR rap. Anyways, it is unwise to carry long sorrows over the death of a single Rakshasa. Even yesterday's enemy can be today's ally. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even brought you here. You will regret it, Akasha. My warning about not cooperating with Taraka right now was not given solely based on a guess. Based off experience, I'm guessing. One Last God, story and art by Kurigam, Season 3, Episode 259, Abyss number 18. Mother clearly said to just wrap things up and come back. Who's this bird? But it doesn't, can't sound, follow my nose, wherever it goes. It doesn't seem that there are many villages that are in good shape. Did the clansmates who acted before stop early on? It can't be that there was such a response to a surprise attack. There were a lot of ashes around the ruins of the Temple of Destruction, presumed to be the remains of our clansmates. Maybe the magicians from the nearby city came out. Even so, only the magicians of a single city. Those who remained on this planet were mostly inferior Suras, but weren't there 5 superiors who joined in advance? All 5 of them, sorry for that noise, all 5 of them falling to mere humans is ridiculous. Is there any surviving clansmate we can question them, if there is any? First of all, let's clean up the rest of the village, sisters. Right, the clue is north of the Temple of Destruction. Eliminate all places that can be inhabited by humans. Interesting. There's Jabril, I believe, right? Is this really okay, Jabril Nim? If the monsters from before return, it's fine. Hide under the collapsed building. It's safer than these ruins than the forest, a place where no living human will be expected to be. For today, that is the safest place. She's staggering. I just have to survive this night. If I can just survive this night, even when I die, I can earn 10 years for this land. Okay. Kubera, the God of Earth. Your request has been fulfilled, so I will now return to my original place. Wait, God Nim. You mustn't follow him, Kubera. Why was such a person? Mom, you gave me that book. I read the book and called the god name with the same name as me to find you. Your daughter does not possess the talent to summon. If that child were to summon something, that would be. Holy shit, bro. Kaz said that you left us behind, Mom, that you wouldn't come back. That's a lie, right? Kaz is a bad kid, right? Kubera, I'm sorry. She's looking to the distance. What did she. Ah! I can't see the kids. This is a really, really, really all around chapter. We kind of are talking about all the things that are kind of current right now. I like that. I can't see the kids in the village. There doesn't even seem to be evidence of future further attacks. Glance, were they hiding somewhere? They're down there. I can hear faint voices. They're talking about Jibril Nim and coming here and then leaving, and they're saying that it's safe to hide there. Oh, your hearing is good. As expecting of a Yaksha. I'm a human. Anyway, it makes sense to say that these ruins are safe. If it's a ruin where no human seems to exist anymore, weak humans can just avoid further attacks just by hiding properly. Guess we have to leave here for the sake of these children. It seems that the enemies all around are slowly beginning to reveal the true colors, and if they are enemies, do you plan on killing them? Yeah. I don't quite understand. Don't you care about your clansmates? It's if it's as you said, the ones who are trying to ruin the future is Akasha, the leader of your clan, right? But if you're intending to kill your clan's mate to protect the future, well, the future we dream of could be different. Are you saying you are against the future your clan's mates wants? So what about being against it? Compared to the time I spent with them, this time I spent amongst humans and gods is much longer. In fact, my identity as one who belongs to the Garuda clan has long since faded. Interesting. Only taking in the time I spent into account, I also have spent much longer time with Suras than I have in human society, but I am human, no matter the time past. You have an identity crisis there a little bit? Let's go. If they scatter too much, even chasing them would be a pain in the ass. We have to stop them while they are relatively bunched up. There are so many enemies, but you aren't confident that you can take them on by yourself. By myself? What you talking about? It's you and me. If you're human, then don't chicken out at a time like this. I can still fight even though I'm a Garuda myself. Isn't it difficult? Isn't it difficult since last night? Seems you need our help, Ran. We don't think now was a good time to decline, you know? Have you ever heard of something like this happening in N5? Who could have stopped these superior Suras? What will happen if you don't stop them? Why are you doing this for me? It must be because you want something. Are you ready to talk to us now? If it's nothing much, we just want our will to be with you when you use that power. Just by not throwing us away, you will gain power and also protect the future. How about it? It's not a bad choice, is it? Are you trying to control me? No. We show you our will, but we cannot force you. It will always be you making the decision, whether they are good or bad. It will be you bearing the consequences, Ran Sarafi. Jeez. What's it say? This is a paper from that realm? The night the princess of Atera dies, the Rakshasas remaining on Willarv all die. Maruna, impossible. This is the true history? No. Kalavinka Sempati, it can't be. Crack. This is wrong. To just watch this absurdity happen, I need to get out. I need to get out and fix this. Okay. To be continued. Kurigam's comment: the reason why Rhino and Aegis on the children doesn't approach them is an episode, a season 3 episode 249. Okay, so Kurigam's blog jingles every time she talks. Akasha's accessories are a lot of work, but there's a big difference between having them and not having them. Without them, she becomes too plain. There was a question about the strength level of the two, but they never have actually fought them. They're confident they can just beat each other. If they actually do fight, they can initiate the fight rashly because of each of them is afraid to lose by the other by any chances in case. Of course, on the outside, both confidently say they can win. Haas doesn't know what Talith looks like, but he recognizes Jibril and Brilith because he saw them. Okay. Kalavinka lived in the Garuda clan for a very short time after she was born, then lived a life close to wandering with Vishnu. She has been alone ever since Vishnu disappeared. When she was with Vishnu, her life was almost the same as moving to another school almost every week. She couldn't make friends even if she wanted to. It's your decision, so your responsibility. Feels like we've heard this a lot somewhere, eh? Additional blog post. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff here. As I've been posting only afterward with no other points, so some of you were bored apparently. There's been people who were worried, asked me if I was okay. LOL, making such a miscellaneous post. Nothing out of the ordinary is happening. If I really draw Kubera, I only has, except I don't have as much free time as I had before. So the next printed book is being pushed away from priorities is the problem. The next printed book, I've almost finished season 2, book 5, and drew all the cards, but everything's been a halt since the process of finishing for months. Wrapping up the printed book will be my first priority and take a hiatus. The Ran and Maruna time travel arc will end soon, and I'm thinking of a hiatus after it. And I've almost completed planning out the side story lineup for the hiatus, but I thought it would be nice if I drew about 2 episodes according to what readers want, so I'm thinking of accepting ideas. The current lineup is the story of Atram and her Phoenix magician friend, a story of Anan and Atram later on. The story of Kanavra and Eravata, beginning of their powers were normal, interesting. The story of Shuri and Yaksha and his mate, 2 episodes, I like that. Kadru's life story, classified 3 episodes. Those are the only ones confirmed. There are some other candidates like Ushaz and Kroha or Jibril, but I'm not certain about them. If I get better opinions, I might end up drawing completely different stories. The hiatus and stud stories are being released. You'll translate them too. Okay. I know there was a hiatus coming up and things like that and everything. I remember people telling me about it, but this chapter was really good. Really good. I want to see what Maruna's going to do right now, man. Oh, God. I feel like this is coming to its climax now. Like, I'm very excited. I don't know if the Abyss arc is going to end soon, but it should be really good. But we got to talk, man. We're going to talk for sure. I think episodes 17 and 18 will end up being one discussion for Abyss because I did not get a chance to do 17 on its own. So you might miss a week of discussion, but you'll get a double whammy the week after. I apologize for this impromptu, really weird Patreon screen, but the month is almost over, and I really don't want to make a new one just for it to change in a couple of days. So just give me like 2 videos for it to look ghetto like this, and then we'll be right back with the original Patreon page. But shout out to everybody that's been supporting me from all 3 tiers. You guys have no idea how much this means to me. All right. Y'all be safe.